edition of Who We Are on Lear Media TV. My name is Temitope Bakre. Please come with me on a journey as we explore people, what they do, who they are, the cultures, the art, the music, the history, and many things that go unreported with ordinary people like you and I. Come with me. Next, we explore the music with no boundaries. Stay with me as I introduce my personality for today. Enjoy. Today, I have someone very, very special. He is a multi-talented musician. He's a songwriter. He's a saxophonist. He's played in many concerts all over Europe and here in Ireland. And he's the convener of the Obanla concert. That concert is held once every year, and it started in 2009. Viewers, please join me to welcome Adeniyi Allen Taylor. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
very
welcome.
Much.
Thank you very much for having us.
It's my pleasure.
We're very happy to have you as well. Niyi, tell us about yourself, please.
Okay.
How did you get into music?
I would start from my childhood. Okay. I remember growing up. My dad is an artist, and he had made an artistic sculpture of a guitar. It's not a real guitar, but it resembles a real one. And I took a twine. I put it on as strings on the guitar, and I'll make noise all over the house. I was just curious about music and about instruments. That was what the earliest memory of me playing music. Then one of the days he took me to his office. He works as a lecturer in the University of Ibadan in Oyo State. And me walking into his office, I saw a grand piano in the office. I was like, wow. This is heaven on earth for me.
Yeah.
So every day after school, I always beg him to take me, because I was in staff school, University of Ibadan, and he just picks me up after work, after my school, and brings me to his office before we go home together. I beg him, please, can you take me to the office? When he takes me to the office, I make a nuisance of the whole of the whole department, because the offices are close to each other.
Yeah.
So those are my early memories of playing music. Seriously, I couldn't really construct what I was playing, but I knew I was making some melody or noise, let me put it that way. Mm-hmm. Until one day, my senior brother brought in a piano from a friend in school. He brought it from secondary school, he brought it home, and he brought it to the house. And I said, okay, let me try my hands on it, and let me see if I can recreate the songs I've been hearing around. So from there came my first song that I could play out, and I was like, wow, this is a miracle,
And that was on your own. You actually
that was on my
played
own. Yeah, that was on my own.
Wow.
And I after that I could play a few songs, and I was like, that's fantastic, So everywhere I see a piano, I try and go and fiddle my hands on it. Yeah. Then I joined the church in 1994. It's called Glad Tidings in Olusoya in Ibadan. And I was introduced to that church by my cousins, and I go to the church. I enjoy the church. Then one of the days, the choir director was saying, we're looking for people to play the piano and play the instruments. I was like, I'll be interested in that.
And was that an organ or just?
It's just an electronic keyboard. I would say even then, electronic keyboard wasn't as sophisticated as it was now.
Yeah.
They were like tiny boxes then. So I started going to the church on my own to get the instruments to play. So I go to the church and ask for permission to use the instrument, because then instruments were expensive and they were under lock and key. Yeah. So I always go to the place and ask for permission to use the equipment or use the instrument. So I take it out, spend hours trying to play, ask questions as well from the music director on how I can find my way around the piano. He gave me some basics of the instrument, how to play the piano. And since then, my interest developed, and I self-taught myself. So I became the keyboardist in the church since 1994. Wow. So that's how the music started. Mm-hmm. I later went on to do many other things, left the church and went to Ilaro, where I was the church piano player there before I left for Europe and before I came to Ireland. So that's the background of the music.
Yes, I know you still have the background. You're a gospel singer. That's how we know you.
Yeah.
You're first and foremost a gospel artist. But I know. Tell me, what is your kind of music? What music do you play?
Okay, I would classify my kind of music as Afro beats. Okay, it's heavily influenced by the late Fela Kuti.
Yes.
Growing up in Nigeria, I had so much influence of Fela in my music career, and also coming to Ireland. When Ireland wasn't what it is now, we console ourselves with music, and those are the genre of music I listen to. A lot of people would say, "Oh, Fela is that, Fela is that," but he created a fantastic genre of music that cuts across everybody.
Yes.
So I would say my background or my major would be around Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
All right, that's brilliant. And you have a band?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Tell us about your band.
Okay, my band is called Adini and it's Afrobeat Orchestra. It's a 14-piece band when we are all full.
Yes.
So we have electric guitarist, bassist, 2 percussionists, drummer, rhythm guitarist, horns section, baritone, trombone, trumpet. I play sax as well and I sing in the band. My wife is in the band as well. She sings backing vocals and we have a backing vocalist. That's pretty much.
And you've done many concerts, haven't you?
Yes,
all over.
We have. Yes, we have. Yes,
Tell us about them.
We've traveled out of Ireland. Actually, let me just go back recently. In December, we went to Germany and performed in Sounds of Africa, which was organized by myself in conjunction with a friend in Germany. We go to Clifton almost every year. I don't know if that's going to happen this year now because of the pandemic.
Of the COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah. So. Seriously, I've played so much festivals now. If I start mentioning names,
you were involved in the Buzz one with I don't know where that is.
KICC.
Yes, KICC. Yes.
Yeah. KICC.
Tell us about that.
Yeah.
And what was it like?
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah. The stage was massive. I was playing alongside on stage the likes of Donny McLaughlin. I played with I'm trying to remember his name now. I can't remember his name. Many popular artists. I was opportune to feature on that event.
Yes.
I was playing sax as a
soloist or with your band?
I wasn't playing with the band.
Okay.
I was playing as a soloist. I was playing on a backing track. But it was an awesome event. It was well attended by people all over the world. So
that's a big one. Yeah. Oh, that's good. What about the Obanla concert? That started in 2009?
Yes.
And what led to the Obanla concert?
Actually, before Obanla concert, I made 2 albums, recorded 2 albums. And on the 3rd album, the album itself is Obanla. It's the title of the album is Obanla and the title track is Obanla. So I was looking for an opportunity where Africans and non-Africans can come together and sit down together and enjoy gospel music.
Yes.
And enjoy music generally as a whole, and under a good atmosphere, which will be themed in a way that it reflects the culture of Africa. And that's what brought about Obanla concert. So I was speaking to my friends and speaking with my music colleagues, and I was like, I have an idea that I want to bring people from different parts of the world, no matter their religion, the race or color, that they'll be able to enjoy good African music, rhythms of Africa, and really learn from what Africa has to offer.
Yes.
So I think the fastest way to learn one's culture is through music, because music is universal.
Yes.
It cuts across everybody. So that's how Obanla started in 2009. It started in Tarristown. It was called Park Plaza now. I think the name has changed. I can't remember what the name is. And we teamed up the place to look like Nigeria. Yes. And it was an awesome event. It was a success. Actually, it was sold out.
Every year is always a success. I must say. Very well attended. But for COVID-19, it would have held this year. But hopefully, do you have any plans for the future, taking Obanla and your band into the future?
Yes. Apart from still performing in Obanla, which is based in Ireland, I try run it in Germany with the choir. I went with the band and with the choir, and it was a success. It was it was well attended.
The same idea.
And the same idea. Although I was doing it in conjunction with a friend, so it wasn't just my own idea alone. I had friends from Germany as well performing, and it was well received. It was well received. It's something I'm thinking of taking across Europe and probably take it back to Nigeria.
Oh, definitely.
Well. So.
Music, I say, is food for the soul.
Yes,
it cuts across, like you said, every culture, every race, and we could do with more of it.
Yeah.
Especially now. Thank you very much, Niyi, for having us.
You're welcome.
We will not go away without a few performances from you. I always look forward to them, and so I leave it over to you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Wow, wow, that was powerful. That was brilliant.
Thank
Very lovely. Thank you very much for having us on the show. Your music was lovely. We loved it. It was powerful. It's very inspirational. And we hope to have you on the show again. Say yes.
It will be my pleasure, yes. It will be my pleasure.
Thank you very much, Niyi. Thank you so
much.
For having us.
Thanks for inviting me on to the show. I really had a great time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Today, we're looking at Nigerian women's traditional dressing. Enjoy as you watch.
Now I have Princess Doris Osai. She's from the royal family in Benin Kingdom. She's from Edo State, a middle belt part of Nigeria. She's dressed gorgeously in the beads, the coral beads, and that characterizes the Edo traditional dressing. You can see the beautiful headpiece, the coral beads around the neck, the beautiful beads all covered from head to toe, and the lovely handbag and the bracelet. And she's all smiles. Now Doris will model for us. Yes, let's see you go, Doris. And now I have Fola, all gorgeously dressed. She's from the Yoruba tribe of Western Nigeria, and she's dressed in the Iro and Buba and the Ashoke, Ipele and the Gele. The Gele is the head tie, the Ipele is the one on the arm, and the Iro, this is the Buba, that's the top, and this is the wrapper, the Iro. And Fola will now take a catwalk for us in all her royalty and majesty. Go on, Fola. Now I have here gorgeous Tolani. She's dressed in the Calabari traditional attire. The Calabaris are carved out from the Ijaw tribe of the Middle Belt. She's from River State, dressed in the beautiful blouse, the head gear made of total coral beads all through and through, the beautiful earrings, the necklace, and she has the bracelet, the rings, and the wrapper that is tied. The wrapper is called the George or India. It's called India or George wrapper. And she has the walking stick that is the signature of the Calabari dressing. Now you will take a walk for us, gorgeous Tolani, as we watch you. Thank you. Now we have the Urobo woman from the south part of Nigeria, from the Middle Belt precisely. It's in the Niger Delta. She's dressed in lovely beads, a beautiful blouse and skirt, and she has a lovely fan. Let's see the fan, Kome. Yes, and the beautiful head tie, and she's looking brilliant. Now we can take a walk, Kome. Thank you. Thank you.
we're exploring the history of Drogheda in the Republic of Ireland, told by the oracle himself, Mr. Noel Bailey. Enjoy.
That was the end of the mental way, and in 1627, the chieftains of the still in the country, they got war. So they were released. They came down to Catholic in 1623, and signed a peace treaty with the But they were go back to war and they but they were never really happy. When you pull the trigger, it hits off that piece of metal on the powder, the fine powder is on the blade again, it's on the hand, and when the spark touches that, it ignites it. So that's the type of gun we use in the traffic of gun in 1690. If you're lucky enough to have a gun, some of them are going to match that gun straight, but this one, that's a lower line. That's the alien is originally 1690 demonstrated.
And finally on this program, I have a remarkable young man. He's the Louth Leinster title holder in boxing. A remarkable career, he's still waxing strong, still working hard. Join with me as we talk with him.
Yeah, my name is Favour Zobi. I I'm a boxer, as you can see. I'm in the gym right now. I train 4 nights a week, but because of coronavirus, I only train 2 nights a week. And yeah, that's about it for me.
That's
just
it?
hard working.
What brought you into boxing? Why boxing? Why not football or basketball or any other thing?
Whoa, why boxing? Well, first I started off just playing video games, just on the computer or whatever. But then I noticed that that was really unhealthy to be doing, and it's not good for a teenager to be sitting inside and not getting any exercise or anything. So then I started to look for other sports and look for something to play. So first I played basketball and I didn't like it. And then I realized when I was in school, sometimes there'll be fights or people like trying to fight or whatever. So I was just thinking in my mind, if I want to defend myself, I need to know how to fight. So then I went to an MMA gym or something, and I started learning how to kick with my legs or doing just type of MMA, tackling down, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I noticed that I didn't really like it, and the first thought that came into my mind was boxing, but someone mentioned MMA. So I went to a boxing club.
May I ask, what's MMA?
MMA is mixed martial arts.
All right.
So it's like grappling down, kicking.
Judo and the rest
Yeah,
of it.
moving around. Yeah, so someone mentioned to me about a boxing club, and I just wanted to look at one with a nice community, nice group of individuals that would just help me, and my coaches to help me progress and get to a point where I wanted to get in life. So, which is to be a professional boxer, sorry.
Yes.
So, as soon as I walked into the club, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to expect, and I seen people boxing and punching, and then the coach was like, the person introduced me. I was with someone, sorry. The person introduced me and said, "Hi, this is Favor," and he's looking to start boxing. And the coach, Anto, his name is Anto, and he came to me and he was like, "Do you know how to box?" And I said, "I searched up a few videos here and there, and I kind of know a little bit." And he's like, "Well, act like you don't, or pretend you don't know anything." So then I was like, "Okay." And ever since that day, I was like, "Wow."
There was a lot to learn from then on.
Yeah, there was a lot to learn from then on. The first few weeks was hard, like it was really hard. I was about 95 kg, really big for my height. Well, I was really big, and it was tough. It was tough, I had to go on the treadmill, put on lots of layers on, sweat it all out, and I eventually lost most of all that weight, and now I'm 81 kg. So it was really a big improvement for me, and I was like, wow, from sitting into my house playing games, I went up to 95 kg, like eating rubbish, whatever.
That's brilliant.
And then I dropped down to 81 kg. Now I'm fit. I can go for sprints.
Now
jogs.
you're doing great.
Yeah.
You're doing great. And where do you see yourself in the future? Maybe in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, I see myself still fighting in amateurs. In the next 3 years, I see myself kind of going pro, turning pro, doing whatever. But it's just about, the team I have, they know what's going on for me. The coaches here know what I want. I want to become a professional boxer. I want to be fighting. I want to earn myself a world title, and I want to make a living from it. Boxing. I really grew a passion for boxing, and I really like the sport. I really, really enjoy the sport. So the coaches know what I want. So I'm just training every single day. And most days it's tough, You're not going to feel like doing it, but it's just about pushing.
And you train every day?
Yeah, I train every day. Well, I take days off here and there, it's the summer. You have to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Live your life. You can't train all the time because you burn yourself out. You need your body to recover.
Yeah.
So you can come in the next day and just be at the gym, just keep on working hard. And failure, even if you fail, or even if that's just improvement, by your failing, you're pushing yourself and pushing yourself, so you just have to embrace it and just try it.
I must say, you're doing very, very well.
Thank you.
And the future is bright. I can see it from here already.
Thank you.
Today is your birthday.
Yeah, today's my birthday.
You didn't mention that to anyone, I'm sure.
No.
You're very quiet in that way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And many, many more happy, successful years.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking to you again when
Thank
you're
you.
the pro.
When I'm the pro.
Yeah, when you're the pro, world pro. Yeah, we'll be there with you. All right.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Favor, for talking with us.
Yeah.
So I have here with me Tony Rodhouse.
Yeah.
He's Favor's coach, and he's here to talk about Favor's career prospects. Can you tell us more about Favor? What has he achieved so far, and where do you think he's going career-wise?
I think when Favor first come into the club, you wouldn't get much talking out of him. I'd always have a joke and a mess with the boxers, and I never really got a whole lot from him. It was like I'd say things to him and it'd sort of bounce off him. He seemed very quiet, but as the time went on, he's become a different person. He's a lot more outgoing. He now responds to everything I say.
Yes.
And he just, boxing seems for Favor to have brought the best out of him.
It's brilliant.
In his personality, you know,
he came
like
into his own, you think?
Yeah, I think it's sort of the person that was behind the quietness and everything. I think boxing's brought it out, and that's not including his potential as a boxer. That's just as a person what it's done. Like I've seen a massive difference in him. As I said, when I first used to talk with him to now, you know, he's always a smile on his face. He's always laughing and very respectful.
Oh, yes.
You know, he's a good chap. He is, yeah. Boxing wise, he's excellent. He always wants to do better. He listens and he'll ask questions. At the beginning, when he first used to be in the ring, we used to be practicing and sparring, he used to have a problem with his fitness. But I think a lot of it was more the nervous energy.
Yes.
So he'd be sparring and he'd get tired very, very quick. But he just kept training hard, kept progressing. Now he's to the stage where we believe that he could go and win the national title. He's everything that you look for in a boxer.
Yes.
He's tall, he's rangy, he's strong, technically
he's quite calm,
good.
Isn't he? He's a calm young man.
Yeah,
as well.
I think a lot of his calmness and that is his good personality for boxing.
Yes.
You know, like for boxing, the calmer you are, the better. You know, because
you wouldn't want to kill anybody.
well, maybe sometimes, but no, that calmness, because every boxer, man, woman, kid, they get bad nerves. Yeah. And anybody that says they don't get nerves is telling lies.
I hear he's only been boxing for a year, since February actually.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think in boxing you have to have a natural talent to succeed at the highest level. But with that, you also have to have the dedication, the hard work, the sacrifices. He's got all that. You know, like as I said, with the height and weight that he boxes at, he's a big lad.
Yes.
He needs to have some natural talent, and he does. And that stands to him, you know, in a big way. Some people, you can only be as good as you can be. Favor shows the signs of being very, very good. So, you know, like as I said, like everybody can achieve to different levels. You know, and whatever you achieve is brilliant. Even if you step foot in the ring, it doesn't matter. You never win a contest. Yeah. You've achieved by doing that.
You did something. Yeah.
But from a personal view of Favor, I can't see too many in Ireland being capable of handling what Favor can bring into the ring. You know, like with him being so tall, so big, and technically so good, I can see him being a national champion or very close to winning a national championship.
Wow.
So
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank you very much,
You're
Tony,
welcome.
for speaking with us tonight.
You're welcome.
We'll see you again. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That was brilliant and lovely. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I hope you did too. Please join me on another episode of Who We Are, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.